Hello, everyone. Today we have this slightly Dutch angle. We got a horror show here, so I didn't mean to do this angle, but it is what it is. So essentially, my EP, the story I think I've mentioned in previous episodes here is I had the EP recorded except for the vocals. I had it on my main computer, which is up there. See those? Well, that's not. Those are the two screens attached to my computer. But anyway, so I had it on there, and I forgot what happened. This is how fickle I am. I got to tighten the bolt here. This is not holding very well. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. So I forgot what happened, but I ended up deleting everything because I just felt like I'll just delete everything and reinstall. At the time, I was using Google Drive for most of my stuff. I started using Microsoft's OneDrive, so I essentially took all my Studio One folder and I had to put it in a different folder than my Documents folder because OneDrive syncs everything up to the cloud. So essentially, if I had my Studio One folder in there, it'd have all my virtual instruments, all that crap syncing up to the cloud. It's so I put it in another folder and that folder wasn't being backed up. Well, it was. I thought of it at the last minute or the first minute or whatever minute. I actually backed that folder with Google Drive. I made sure the song folder in there at least was being backed up. Anyhow, I totally forget about it. I erase the other computer or the computer over there. And I go, oh shit, my EP. And then I looked and I'm like, oh, I was syncing it Google Drive. I'm going to download it, put it on this computer here, this one right here. And then I'm going to load it into Studio One because I don't have it on my other computer. I have another video I'm going to make called How I Learned to Stop Worrying. Or no, wait. How's that movie? It's that movie, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Learned to Love Reaper. It's the bomb in the movie. But anyway, so I was going to do that because I'm starting to use Reaper again, and I've always had Reaper on my computers regardless. So it's like this was just me going, okay, I'm kind of done with Studio One. I'm going to go into that in the next video, so don't worry about that. But anyway, so I go in and I load the first one here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's only a couple files that have waveforms on it, and they're not in the whole thing. The MIDI drums are there. And so I'm like, what the heck? What happened to the audio files? The audio files are gone, right? I go to another song. Not only the audio files gone, so they have a bunch of cache files, but the project files gone. So anyway, long story short, this is the only project file I have is for the song Catalyst, and literally I have the beginning bass, and then I have a chorus, and so now I'm just like, oh, and I have the drums, but the other songs are just gone, and one of the songs on the album that I was working on is gone. And I looked online, and I don't know if it just didn't upload all the way or whatever, but between going to Google Drive and coming down from Google Drive, it's missing files that are very needed. I'm gonna have to record that whole EP again, and I'm a little sad about it, but whatever. It is what it is, and maybe I'll do it better this time. You never know. But yeah. So basically, I'm going to end this video. Actually, this is probably the midpoint of the video because I have a lot of talking to do still. But the end part of this video is going to leave tragedy, leave defeat, and enter into absolute winning. So I mentioned a guitar last week, and I wanted to get, and I have a story about it. I did not get that guitar, unfortunately, but it did pan out for the best. I'm going to switch to OBS on my main computer, and we'll finish it off in there. Here we go. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the guitar I was going to get, but unfortunately, right after I made the last video, somebody snatched it up. So I never got a chance the next day to get it, because basically before I left for work that same day, I went to upload the video and I looked again and it was gone. The page wouldn't load, but I found another one here. And this is the guitar, except more expensive. This is a Gretsch 135th anniversary Casino Red hollow body. So it's a 5420. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get that. I wasn't sure about, because the back is gold, but I was like, man, I'm digging it. It was $650. It was in Brea. And as you can see, it's $890 here, and I saw in Reverb some that were even more than this. So for $650, I was like, I'm on it. Like but then the problem was, I started getting like, I've been wanting a Gretsch for a while, and so then I mentioned in last week's video I had a backup one, right? So I had two backup ones. The cheap one, which is this is in Monterey Park, even closer than Brea, and it's a 2420. And I was like, oh, I could get this one and just get it out of my system. But the green one I was looking at was this one. This is the 2627. It's got the 3 pickups. And the only thing I didn't like about it was the black kind of knobs and the switches and all that stuff. And I was thinking, okay, I can change the knobs and the switches real easily. And if I could, that might be good enough. But if not, I could get I couldn't find an exact cream pick guard for this, but I could get a different, for a different model Gretsch, maybe cut it. I don't know, but it might look better with a cream or white pick guard and pickup rings. And I was wondering, because this is Georgia green, and I'm it kind of looks dark, and I'm I think it's just because of the knobs and stuff. Because if you look at a newer one, it looks kind of the same. It's just, I think it's the accent. So I found, and this is funny, before I even found this guitar, I wasn't even considering it. I found one that was Georgia green that has, lighter color accents. And see, the Georgia green looks a lot better, right? It with the white and all that stuff and the chrome, it's that's the same color. I know it says Aspen green, but it's Georgia green. Aspen green's kind of like a light olive kind of. I can actually, hold on, let me look that up real quick. Gretsch Aspen green. See, it's number 2. And see, this is Aspen green right here. Or no, that says cream. Where's Aspen green? I think it's this one. That's silver. Here we go. See, that's an Aspen green. It's a kind of a light green. Kind of a silver green, I guess you'd say. Maybe not an olive. But anyway, so I was looking and I said, okay, here's one, and it looks good. So I was considering getting this and maybe spending the money to change. I still needed a case, by the way. But with this, I would have probably got a gig bag. And then I was thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe because the other one, this one has the Filtertrons. And yeah, I was man, I want something with Filtertrons too. And I know the Broadtrons that are on this one, they're not exactly Filtertrons, but they're closer to Filtertrons than not. They're definitely closer than, let's close this one. It's closer than this one. These Broadtrons are a little bit more PF-ish, right? So I wanted something with that look, and so I was sitting there going man, and then I saw a used one for the same price as the other one. This one's down, I think it's San Marcos or something. It's down by San Diego. And well, this one, and it's brown or walnut, and I like the color. And the only thing is the pick guard. If you look at it new, the pick guard's gold, and I'm it would look better with maybe a cream or white pick guard and all that stuff. And I was really talking myself into trying to get this one. The only problem is they changed the tuners to gold. Look, they're gold. Someone changed the tuners, and it's just like, well, should I change the hardware too and make everything kind of gold? But then I have to change the pickups, and that's a big deal. But I was like, I really like this model. I like the, everything about it. And if you go on Guitar Center's thing and you look up 20 or 5622, which I will do right now, or I would just do 5622, right? You can get the brown one cheaper than the nice, I think that's Cadillac green. That's a really nice green. But I wish if I got something this green, I'd want some gold hardware. But yeah, then they have like an orange one. I think there's an orange one. It used to be like this color in West LA, but West LA doesn't exist anymore, or at least the Guitar Center there doesn't. And so I looked, and it's in like, it's far away, so I can't remember exactly where it's at, but it was like where there's an olive one, but I don't like all the accents. And look, there's the Georgia green. This one doesn't have a trem on it, but see, it looks good. I'm like, I like that, but they only have, in that color, they only have a left-handed. I'm like, oh, they're not making this color anymore. So anyway, I was thinking of getting the brown one here. And then I'm like, okay, what I could do is maybe think about changing the tuners off in future, or maybe like at that point, because what's it called? It's like $650 for $150 more. Basically, I could get a new one, and it's new, and then I could order it, and then I could order a case at the same time. Maybe just get the gig bag, because I think. For the full hollow body, I wouldn't want to get a gig bag, but for this, I could see getting the Gretsch gig bag. And so then I've already showed it to you. Funny enough, I have another picture that I saved that wasn't this exact one, but it was, like I said, I was looking to see what the Georgia green looks like with the white accents and all that stuff. And for this guitar, not that guitar, this guitar. And as you can see, it's the same color guitar, but it just looks so different. But anyway, this is the actual one I bought. See the price? Isn't that insane? And it comes with a case. And it was, it said when I bought it, it was $150 off. So I guess it was originally $600, and it was up for sale for 4 months, and no one grabbed it. And like it says about the case, like I guess some rats nibbled on the case, and they had to fix it with Tolex, which that doesn't, like, I don't care about the case. Like, who cares? Like, if I want a better case, I'll buy a better case in the future, but I just need something that, it'll protect it. But it looks beautiful. Like, it almost, if you zoom in close, like if you open image and new tab and you just look down, look at that. It almost has a sparkle to it, And I'm like, man, this is gorgeous. So like a sparkly kind of green or a metallic green. And I love it. I got it for a very good price, as you can see. I don't have to eat dust or that much ramen now. This should be coming next week on Tuesday, or actually that would be tomorrow for you guys watching it today. It's actually last week right now. I'm actually filming this early because I have a little bit of time and I can just throw this up real quick. But yeah, so after all the kind of sad stuff or disappointing stuff, I mean, nothing's really that sad, is it? I'm kind of happy that this is kind of like the silver lining of the whole thing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. You can't see my finger. You just imagine me pointing at you right now. And hopefully next week maybe I'll have a video with it in it. And hopefully it says it's mint, or does it say not mint, but it's beautiful guitar, no scratches or dents. The only thing keeping it from being mint is the repairs to the case. Like I said, who cares about the case? They don't come with a case. So it's just kind of like, yeah, it's like if it didn't come with a case, Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I'm making sure I didn't just buy a case for 450. That would be embarrassing. But no. So anyway, could you imagine that? I just get a case and like, yeah, it's a case. The case is not that. No, it's not Aspen Green. Anyway, that case looks like it's been through hell and back. So I don't mind having that because then that's one less thing I have to worry about. And then if I do want to get a nice case later, I can, like I said earlier. But anyway, I gotta go. You guys have a good one. I'll see you next week. I keep doing it backwards. Why am I? Have a see you next week and have a good one.